So we're on to turn 5. I've done a few different things here. I've put the score right now, so we have the British at 6 and the Continentals at 23. But there are a few things that I think will be changing that pretty quickly. And we got a couple different things going that will take care of what we've got. So let's get on to turn 5. So turn 5, we get all our reinforcements that we lost. So we get all of those right there. So that's really cool. Okay, so we've got these as they get activated. We have a northern infantry. We have 2 provincial infantries, and we have these that were actually they re-enlisted, so they're coming back now. These ones right here, as well as the northern, will be placed on Fort Ticonderoga here. So they'll actually be placed there. So which means all the stuff that I had built up here, up in the north here with that. So let's go ahead and let's see here. First of all, we need to draw our heroism markers. So the British is we have sole survivor, and for we have war correspondence. Okay, so now there's a maximum of 6, and right now we actually have 6 on the continental side, and we have 4 on the British side. So the sole survivor, let's see here, Sole survivor, you may announce the play of the chit after any compact in which units had engaged and in which were eliminated. Show the marker to your opponent and then set it aside for the remainder of the game. At the end of the game, the played marker is worth 1 victory point. The played marker doesn't count against your hand limit of 6 markers. Oh, well, so that'll be cool. Unfortunately, that's that. And the war correspondence, play this chit. Play this when any combat results allow you to pick 1 or more heroes or markers, no matter what else mandates. Play of this marker allows you to pick double the mandated number of heroes and markers. The rest of the results will remain unchanged. Yeah, so we've already got 6, so that might be good, might not be so much. So, okay, so let's go ahead and start. Basically, I mean, still the British still don't have much going on right now. So this is really going to be a restocking phase. Now, it is still a winter turn because we're January, February. So that means supplies are half, so they've got to be within 1 supply, either unit such as up here, or they have to be within 1 of a friendly supply source. So also bateau movement does not work, so I cannot use that, although we have trails, and we so that helps. The trails will help with the movement, especially because we have to go from Fort Ticonderoga down here. Luckily there's a few trails. If you can see it, it's really light, but there are a few trails here that'll take us up to here, because we got to get all those units back up. So the way it is it's on or next to on or adjacent to Fort Ticonderoga. So on or adjacent is what we're looking at here. So, okay, so let's go ahead and start drawing some chits and finding out who's going to go first. Who is going to go first? First one is the northern. Okay, so we'll put that down. So the northern, well, we get 1 unit here. Now we can't stack any of these units with other commands. So I can't, that's an Arnold command, unless it's in a fort. Yeah, unless it's in a fort or fortress. Those are the only times you can stack them together. I think a town, but I'll check on that if it comes up. It just keeps things going. You can pass through, but you cannot stack on there. So, okay, so we have a 7 movement. Trails are halved. Trail movements let me just verify it. Trail, rotor trail 0.5, so half a movement. So, yes, we are correct on that one. Okay. So, we're gonna get some more coming soon. April, not a whole bunch more, but I think I can get them up here. So let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7. Yes, because Major River costs 2. So we go and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. So this will be 6, and he's 1 thing away here. Next 2. So he is in supply. So, and that's all I can do for this one. Is command. So I think this is going to be relatively short. But the Continentals, again, are going to get 2 points out of this because they control one of these 3. They get 1 point per turn, and plus the British just control. I mean, you're looking. They just control right here. They just control Quebec. Oh, sorry. They just control Quebec, and so that makes them. So the Continentals get 2. Now, once the British start getting their reserve units in, their reinforcements, the Continentals are in trouble because they will start maneuvering. So, okay, so now we've got some serious work to do. So okay, so separate. Yeah, you saw it. There we go. So separate. So, okay. So now I was just looking here. There are some other reinforcements. These provincial, we have these provincials that say January, February, 76 Canada. I got to find out exactly. We got an artillery out of it too. Oh, that's kind of nice. Got to figure out where they go. But for right now, we're going to take, we have those 5 units there, and we've got to get them over here. So, Ticonderoga, we're going to save, he is going to get moved, because I do want to eventually go for, as a Continentals, I do want to go for Quebec. I know it's ahistorical, but I want to see what I can do, so. Okay, so we have 2 Connecticuts. We have our St. John's unit, which it will actually go back and come out at St. John's. That's kind of nice. And then we have our 4th New York. We'll put him right there. Okay. Okay, so let me check on these 2 units, these provincial units, and figure out where they go. Hold on. Well, I'm just going to go with... It's part of the sub-command, so I think I'm just going to put it... Let me check one other place real quick. Yep, I think they're gonna. Let me just double check the British. Yep, let's see here. Yep. Well, they're part of the Northern Army, so that's where they're going to come out of. I'm going to go with. So we're just going to go ahead and put them in here. Oh, I can't put them there. Like here. Oh, I can put them here. Because that's on a trail then. Oop. Yeah, that's on a trail. And it looks like it's a minor river, right? Minor rivers. Movement cost is just 1 for the minor river, so he's only got 5, so next turn I'll be able to use bateau movement, so we're going to do that one. So okay, so let's go ahead and move these. So, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. 6, 7. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And we'll just leave you right there. Okay, so that's that. So now winter turn, let's see, we have this guy here. So we are going to roll for a entrenchment. So entrenchments, just real quick. During winter. Okay, I have to add 1 to every entrenchment roll die, but I have to, since I have an engineer, I need a 1 through 5, so 1 through 4. So as long as I don't get a... Okay, so he gets an entrenchment. So... Oh, sorry, missed it. So... What I was looking at is putting it right in here, right at the 12 River. So he will have an entrenchment there. Okay. So he's been here, so let's see. So what, 1 to 3. So 1 or 2. Oh, 2, cool. So with that, and I don't have my counter clipper with me. So, but we'll get that there. We'll put that there. And I'm going to be moving him anyways. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him right there. Let's see here. That's an Arnold command anyways. Okay, well, I think we're done with that command. So now let's take a look here. So our next one really won't matter. To Carlton. Carlton is done. Okay. Carlton, let's see here. No, not moving that one. Ooh, you know what? I think he is going to come down here and attack here. Then he'll have St. Mary's, so then he'll control St. Mary's, so the Continentals will only get one. So, but he's going to go ahead and attack. Okay, so there's that. That's the only movement I'm going to do, so now it's attack phase, because they had no reinforcements. So, oh, wait a minute. I still haven't done anything yet. Yeah, that's the only problem. I'm going to have to move that with him. Okay. That's fine. Because we're still looking at 1, 2, 3, 6 shifts. 6 shifts? I think that's right. 6 shifts, 3 shifts. Fortress, 3 left shifts, yeah. So 6 total left shifts, so he's still pretty solid there. So now that we got him here, I'm going to take him, take care of that. So we're going to go, so that's actually, what do we got? 6 to 1. There's no terrain bonuses. So 6 to 1, that's of course 500%. Let's see, and we're going to do the combat table. Combat table of 4. So, okay, a 4 on the charge table is a DC, which is a defender catastrophe. Well, hold on. You know what? Let's see here. I don't think there's anything at all that I can do. Oh, I forgot to show that. Okay. Yeah. Just looking real quick. Yeah, nothing really. So we got a DC, which is a defender catastrophe. All defending units are eliminated. That's exactly what they wanted to happen. Let's see. Where did DC go? Okay. Attacking units may pursue. There's no pursue, no reason to. And the attacking unit gets 2 heroes. Okay. So their first one is Staffwala. Okay. And Staffwala is I don't have that one on here. Let me see. I thought I got them all. Give me a second here and we'll find out. I think that's supposed to be staff officer. So we're going to go with that, staff officer. You may play this after opposing player has played a hair zone marker and indicate the effect. Return the amount of blah blah blah. This does not negate a natural catastrophe. Okay. Okay, so and number 2 heroes a marker is into the Valley of Death. Okay. And he's at his max now too. So into the Valley of Death is, you may play this when you pick an opposing subcommand's marker. It plays means the opposing player doesn't activate a subcommand. Instead, you may move on any one stack of units of that enemy subcommand up to its movement allowance. Or you may move anyone into any legal hex, including zones of combat control. Using normal movement rules, units may not be dropped off along the way at the end of the move if those just moved enemy units are adjacent to any hexes occupied by your units. That just move enemy stack must attack using normal combat rules. All that having been done and resolved, your opponent then begins his next operations phase with a freshly picked marker. Well, that could be fun. Once I get some units for the British. So, but taking out that unit is not gonna be good. I'm not happy about that, because now Arnold's basically out of control now. Because I will have to I'll have to move him up, and depending on how quickly I can do that, because he's the next marker we pull up. So Arnold, so he's the next one we pull up. Okay, let's move down here to Fort Western, and might as well put him here and him here. Okay, so basically you're looking at, now he has no control, so I'd have, if I took him away from here, now granted the next turn, because that's the last winter turn, so, and then attrition is only every, I think it's every turn, but if you roll a 1 or a 6, so attrition, normally a roll of 6. Winter turns is 4 through 6, so we'll leave them there. I don't want to lose them, but we'll leave them there for this turn. Next, I don't mind going for the attrition. It can be quite helpful. So with that, now it's time to update the score. So the Continentals, they will gain 1 more point. So they are up to 24, but the British also gain 1 point for taking care of that supply, so they are up to 7. So turn 5, we were up to 7. So since I've got time and this was a shorter one, we are going to go ahead and move on to turn 6. Turn 6, which is now March of 76. So move that. Okay. And now, okay, so we got to put our chits back in. Okay. Make sure I got all my turn sequencing done right. Okay. Return phase. Okay. Attrition for unsupplied. Let's see here. I think everybody's in supply. You've got that guy. You've got that one, so he's in supply. And then let's see here, St. John's is all in supply, and then of course down here is all in supply because they're all within 1. Okay, so turn number 6. Would lead to turn number 6. So this is March. I can start using bateau movement now. Okay, so I've got no reinforcements. Oh, it does say British. Oh, yeah. That's why. Because militia, militia. You know what? I forgot to grab one for last turn, so we'll do 2. So, so that one's the 12 River, and I understand this is a bonus, but I'm going to do it anyways, because unless it's a Quebec... Ooh, it is a Quebec unit. It's a Quebec militia. So we will go ahead and put him in Quebec. Okay, so I wasn't going to do much anyways to change that, so... Okay. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. I got to put that back in. I'm jumping the gun on that one. So, okay. Okay. First one. That's okay. So turn 6. So we were in March of 76. First one is the separate. Okay. First one is the separate. So with bateau movement now. Also, it's 2. It's 2 hexes for movement. So let's see here. So we can do bateau movement. So put this out here. So let's see what we can do here. Okay. So and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and okay. So we can get there with 6s. So anything with a 7 or above can get there. The only issue we got going on now is the British does have April. Whew. The British does have some. Well, maybe they don't. No. So I've got this turn and next turn before everybody starts coming in. And I do have some April. My northern army, my northern army starts coming in. So, quite a bit. Quite a many units, quite a few units come in. Okay, so let's take our separate army here and start moving. So we're gonna go and 1 and 2. Move this up so it's a little bit easier. And 2. I still want. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we'll start again. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 6, 7. Okay. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. Okay. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Okay. So you're going to stay there. Okay. Okay, so I want to put you there. So that's actually +2. And so that's 2, 3. It's like 2 and, but okay. So that movement's done. So let's see if we can get some of this artillery up. So let's see here. 1, or let's see, and 2 and 3, 4 and 5 and 1, 2, Ticonderoga's got to stay there right now. Okay, so. Okay, so I think I've got all my movement I want to take care of. You know what? There's enough here, so 2, 3. So I've got 4, okay. And it's going to be attacking Quebec. Let's see what we can do. So he's gone now. Oh, maybe I can add. Oh, yeah, as long as the engineer stays here, he'll be okay. So it really doesn't matter. I need to keep him as a friendly. So, and 1 and 2, 3. Okay. Anything we can do to get that up there. Okay, so now. Okay, so I got all my movement done. Separate. Okay, that's no. Okay, all the movement's done. So let's go ahead and go up here and see what we've got here. Okay, so we're gonna make a move on Quebec. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but give me a minute. I want to go through all my movements here, all my ones, to figure out which one I think would be the best for this one. So, okay, so give me a moment. Go from there. Okay, so I really have two options here. And they're basically one shift here and there. So what I've decided to do is to take my inspired subordinates, because we're going to take a track. And it means you can shift CRT column, percentage column of any friendly force engaged in combat by 1 right or left shift. So we're going to do the charge, so that'll help and take care of that. So basically we have a 3. Yep, we've got 3. So in this case, so in this case, the British have a fighting factor of 3. Okay. By the way, thanks for people showing me or doing this on other videos. It helps me out because now I can keep track and remember. So we got 3. So that's a 3, 6, 8, 10. So we 3. So that's 10. So that's 13. Okay, 13, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25 to 3. That'd be like 7 to 1, 8 to 1, 8 to 1. So that's the 500%. So with the 500%, we're going to use the charge. So they get 6 shifts. 1, 2. Let's see. We're at 500, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're basically, because we're going to use the inspired subordinates, this one. But what's going to happen is they're going to use it says staff walla, but we're going to go with a staff officer, which cancels that one out. So those get canceled. Put those to the side. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got a chance to figure out what we've got here. So basically we had 25, so we had 500%, but then we had, with this, 6 left shifts, and that gives us the 50 to 99%. So not quite 1-to-1, just below like a 1-to-1 normal. So let's take a look. We'll just put it. No, we're not gonna put it over. But we can just move it just enough. Okay, so let's see what we got. A 6. Let's hope that's good. Okay, so a 6 would be a DD. Defender defeated. Eliminate half of the total defending strength points, round up. So half. So we've got to eliminate 2. So we're gonna. This one's gone. So that's 2 because we used them. Okay. All and survived or retreated 2x. The only problem is it's in a fortress, so you can defeat that. I can't do pursuit combat, so it's not like I can combat again. And the attacker picks heroes and markers. So let's go ahead and pick one of those. So we get rid of that ship, basically. And I got another someone blundered, which basically means I can cancel out somebody's, which I think will become very useful here soon. Okay, so let's go ahead and clean this up here. Quebec was hard to take. I still have a possibility, and he does not have to attack me. He has the choice to attack me if he wants to. But okay. But I have an idea now, and we'll see if it works. Okay, so next one. Let's see here. Oh, the Northern Army. So the Northern Army, nothing there. I've only got one unit for the Northern Army, and it's right here. And honestly, I think I'll move him up. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay. No combat, and so then we do the next ship pool. Let's see here. Ooh, it's an Arnold. We've got a couple of him. So we can bateau movement part of the way. So okay, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5, 6. That's as far as I can go. Oh, no. So there's what? And 1. Oh, let's see. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Hold on. And 5 and we'll go there. That works. So he made it up there. Okay. So, turn 6. Okay. Carlton. Okay, so what did I have planned here? So, okay. So, let's see here. What I was thinking about doing, since zones of control are they don't stop me, I can move right through them. As I was thinking about taking this little 5 unit here, going after this supply unit here. So I can't believe I left him undefended. So what I could do is it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I could attack him. And take that out, and then that'd leave these guys out of supply because they didn't take Quebec. Or, and then I'd have to do attrition rolls. Which, sixes aren't that bad. I think I can get without sixes. I think I'll do that. That keeps me in supply because I have my little supply guy here, my little wagon. So I'm going to go ahead and attack him. Since he's in supply, I'm going to do a combat. That'll be a charge table. And let me just check to see if I have any. Which ones I want to do. Hold on. Okay, one thing I forgot to do was do a draw for my militia, and if I can get a Quebec. Okay, Quebec. Nope. Nope. Okay, we got another 12 river. Okay. Okay, so I'm not finding anything that I really like. Okay, and so they don't have really anybody. Okay. Into the Valley of Death. Okay, no. So they don't have anything to put in. But what about the continental? So the British doesn't have anything, but they've got something they're going to do soon here. Let's see here. No, that one doesn't work. Spies. Yeah, the spies won't work for, not really for that one. And morale. Oh, cool. Morale does let me. I think I'll play the morale marker. Okay. Well, why not? We'll play the morale marker. So that'll give me one left shift. Okay. So he plays the morale. So it is the 500%. So now it's only the 400 to 99, which would be 6 as a DC. So the DC, if I remember right, was pretty hefty. DC, all invoice, all. Yep. Okay. All are eliminated. So that one's eliminated. Supply trains. Attacking unit may pursue 2 hexes, then pursue combat. Ooh, I could go 2 hexes, but I don't think I will. And they get to pick 2 heroes and markers, which I've got 6, so or 5, so I can only pick 1 anyways. Okay. Do or die. Okay, do or die. Do or die. That goes through here. You may place any time after a die new die roll, either by your opposing player. That die must be re-rolled and the result must be inflicted. That's actually not too bad. Okay, so honestly, that's turn 6. So we need to do some attrition rolls. So So, and this thing's been rolling 6s. So, as as a continental guy, I'm going to choose a different die. So, first one we've got here is a 5th New York. Oh, eliminated. Yep, that did a real good job there. Really good. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to keep it separate because it doesn't seem like, I'm going to keep it separate and then I can always add those in. Okay. Okay. So we have, okay. So he's good. He's got 4. Five. Nope. The 5th Connecticut's gone too. Oh, okay, so 4th New York, 5th. All right. 2nd Provincial. 1st, Connecticut. Just 4th Connecticut. So 1. Okay. So that dropped down my force a little bit. For victory points, I just want to see. Okay, in combat. So those do not count towards the scorecard. Okay. So. I may be backing those guys out because now okay, so let's see what the score's up to now. Since he vacated out of St. Mary's, that's 1, and then 1 for having those. So that's 2 for the Continental. So they're up to 26. But the British are now up to 8 because they took out that supply. Boy, those supply units, they just took care of everything for me. Okay, so I say that was turn 6. Let's go to turn 7. So, because 7 is going to be awesome. A lot more is going to be happening out of 7. We have a lot more coming in. Let's see, because we are now in April. So I've got a lot of stuff coming in for the Continentals. A ton of stuff coming in for the Continentals. Actually, this will probably pretty much show the end. I'll get one big push here for the Continentals on turn 7. Got some good units coming up here. Let's see here. Did get a supply train, which is good. Get an artillery. Oh, here, I should have you guys taking a look at what we're getting here. So everything is flipped over. We are, couple of, okay. It's the only problem is it's going to take forever to get online. So. So, okay, so those are the reinforcements. Let's see here. April. Yep, that's what we're getting. I don't see any other April. Yep. One light infantry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 regular infantry, 2 artillery, and 1 engineer and 1 supply train. So that's what we got. So other than a militia, the only thing we really got is left to go through here. You have June, we have May, April. Ooh, yeah. Got another provisional. Okay. So okay. Okay. So just to make sure, let me check the yep, so the first one's May. Burgoyne command gets put in next turn, and we've got 1, 2 units and a riverine, which makes sense because that's May, and then it goes ape crazy. So okay, so let's see here. Okay, so first one's first is the northern. Okay, so we get all those units. Okay, so they are in or adjacent to Fort Ticonderoga. So in or around Fort Ticonderoga. Okay, so let's take all 3 artillery. All 3 artillery will go right here. Plus the supply train, because they're all 5 units. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. We got continental. Yep. These are my continentals. There. Okay, I got a PA rifle. More continentals. We got a New Jersey. We got a PA. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. Let's go ahead. Those are 4s. Those are nice. I missed that. I didn't realize that those were 4 units. I got to get up here because I know they're coming, so I got to get up to Quebec, up to the Twelve River to really build up something fierce here. Okay, on or adjacent. So 2 there. 2 there. And then that's a higher end. Whew, that's a higher end one because all the rest of them are. The other engineers are 1-7. Okay. So now we need to get them up here. So all these are 5 units. We can still use bateau. We can. So and one. Let's see. So we're just gonna. We're supposed to move them individually. I don't care. It's amazing how some. Really. Me farting around with my counters. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyways. And 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Actually, let's do this a little differently. And 1, and 2, and 3, 4. There we go. Okay. 0, 7, so it's and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6, and we'll leave them there. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And 1 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Oh. Okay. Okay. I don't have any combat, and all my movement's done now, so I got a big force on the board now. Okay, so next unit, next activation. It's the separate army. Okay, so what's going to happen is, actually, before we pulled that one, is the British are going to pay their mad dash, which means they can activate their friendly units first. So, and it doesn't affect next activation. So what they're going to do, so they're going to play mad dash, they're going to activate, and so reinforcements. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Reinforcements. Ooh, for the militia, we finally drew a Quebec militia. So he will go in there. So what we're going to do is we are going to take this and go 2, 4, 6. And then we're going to attack this. Oh, sorry. Oh. 2, 4, 5. So perfect. Okay. So we're going to attack this stack here. We are going to include this. So this one is a 7. So we have 8, 9. So we have 10. So that'll be on the 100 to 100. But I will also get the 2 shifts. They are in, so that'd give them a 200%. So yeah, and then let's see here. Fortunately, let's see. Okay, so neither of them have anything right now to use. We could use the do or die. So we'll see. So 2 shifts. So that goes to the 200 to 299 shifts. So basically, as long as I don't roll a 1, we'll be okay. So 5. A 5 is a DT. Defender routed. Eliminate half of the total defender's strength points. Everything always seems to be round up, so I'm going to assume it's round up. So that'd be 4, so that's half. Okay. And then roll a dice. The defender must retreat his surviving involved units that number of hexes. And the path of that retreat is determined by the attacker. Ooh, so it's 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's fine. Involved attacking unit may pursue 2 hexes and then conduct pursuit combat, which I will do that because I can go 1, 2, and so that's 2 to 1. So that's 200%. So it's the same one. So again, as long as 4 is a DD. Defender defeated. Eliminate half the total unit strength. Round it up. Well, he just goes away because you can't. Okay. No. No. And I get to pick heroes. Oh, well, this. Ooh, native allies. Which, yeah. We'll see how that goes. They're not that great. Okay. Okay. Oh, so that was a really good. That helped out a lot. And cleared out a lot of stuff. Now, if you're wondering why I never attacked with this one, is I can choose because I exert no zone of control, so I can choose if I want to or not. So, but knowing I've got troops coming in, I wanted to make sure that happened. So, okay. Okay. So now the next one is the separate. Yep, I'll let him do that. Okay, so separate. So there are no. Oh, yep, I got one here. So I'm going to put him on Ticonderoga, and he's a 7, so we can go. And 1, and 2, and 3, 4. I know you haven't seen this. Right here. 5. That's good. And we'll just put him here, 6 into the fort. Okay. Okay. So that's the. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take. I hate to lose this, but and 1 and 2, 3. I can stack that there. Yep. Okay. Okay. So. I hated doing that. Oh, God, did I hate doing that. I hated backing away from Quebec. Historically, it's accurate. Pain in the butt, though, but historically accurate. Ooh, you know what? I never did attrition rolls for these 2 units right here for the Arno command. So, and 3 and 1 unit. So Morgan goes. Okay. Okay, so now I forgot to do that. Okay, so next one is Carlton. And now I get to see there's another Quebec unit in there, militia. Oh, I gotta mix it over because they flipped over on me. Okay. Okay, and oh, I got it too. Choo. Okay. Okay, so okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 3, 4, 5. Six. Oh, 3, 4, 5. He's got to stay there. I'm not. I made a mistake with these guys. I'm not going to do that with these. Okay. These guys are 5, so. Okay. Arnold command. Arnold command. I knew it was going to be Arnold. Arnold. So basically, I've got 1 unit here. So let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and yep, we'll keep him right there. Okay, now he's still out of supply. He's the only unit out of supply. So out of supply, he gets a 2, so he's okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the scoreboard now. So the Continentals will get 2. Oh, you know what? They never got those 2. So they'll get 4 more. So they're up to 30. For those of you wondering, they get the 1 for that and then 1 for that, but they did not order up the 2 for the unit that was it that they lost, that the British lost during that attack on Quebec. Okay, so now we've got I've got to hurry up. So the British now have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, they're catching up. Okay, so at the end of turn 7, it's Continental's 30s. The British are 15. So we'll go there. Okay, that's it. So we're on to turn 8 next time. Let me move it over here. Turn 8. We're just we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more turns left, and it's going to get interesting now. Let's see if the Continentals can hold back the British, and we'll see how things go. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.